Brother Ayman from the KSA. Al-Khushu'u fi Salah. Al-Khushu' fi Salah, you know, my often dua in the prayer is, Oh Allah, make me have khushu' in the Salah. Why? Even though khushu' fi Salah is a quality and it is an act of worship, there are other bigger things that you can ask for. I ask Allah in the prayer to make me khashi' in the Salah. Why? Because Allah the Almighty says in the beginning of Surah Al-Mu'minun, the truly successful believers are those who have khushu' in the Salah. The first quality, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. And this is not an easy thing to achieve. And when you achieve it, it is not easy to maintain. It is not one-time task that, okay, I gain khushu', alhamdulillah, that's it. It is a struggle. By the end of Surah Al-Ankabut, the last ayah, Allah the Almighty says, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. As for those who struggle in our way, for our sake, on our path, we most certainly shall guide them to our way, to our right way, our straight path. And Allah is always with His support, with His help, with His guidance and protection, with the good doers. So you have to struggle, and you have to resist any thought that crosses your mind while in the prayer. One of the main reasons or means that can assist you to do that is knowing the meaning of what is being recited. Contemplating and pondering over the meaning. Yesterday we prayed a very beautiful Taraweeh and beautiful Tahajjud. The way the Imam was reciting, it was like a dars of tafsir. It was like he's explaining the Quran by his melodious voice and correct recitation, in the proper tajweed, where to stop, where to begin from. Amazing, mashallah. So if the Imam is reciting properly, he would play a very important role in gaining khushu' for the followers as well. The followers now need to, especially non-Arab, need to make an extra effort in knowing the meaning of what they recite. So if you spend an hour before the Taraweeh to study the general meaning of the Rub' or some of these surah which will be recited, expected to be recited in Taraweeh or Tahajjud, it is very helpful. I have been always practicing this in the States. Before the Taraweeh, after we break our fast, we sit and I go through the Rub', the juz, the para which will be recited, and I say this ayah will be talking about this and ponder over this ayah. So whenever in the prayer, the brothers and the sisters who are non-Arab said that it was very helpful because they were expecting the ayah to come in this rak'ah and they know it would be talking about that. So it gave them an extra attention. A person before the prayer has to prepare himself and herself mentally that I'm entering the prayer. I'm not doing any other regular activity. I'm entering the prayer. When the Prophet ﷺ said to one of his companions, صَلِّ كَأَنَّكَ مُوَدَّعٌ, very valuable advice. Very valuable advice. Ever since I heard it, it is one of the greatest means that whenever I lose khushu' in the salah, it helps me to call it back and regain back khushu'. Pray as if this is going to be your last prayer. Always think whenever you're thinking about, I need to take my car to the car shop. I need to invite people for tomorrow's dinner. I need to go to the bank. Once any of the thoughts cross your mind, say, guess what? That could be your last prayer. Don't worry about the bank, don't worry about the car shop, don't worry about the invitation, because that's going to be your last prayer. And it could happen. What are you going to do in this condition? Think about nothing but the prayer. And make dua. May Allah grant us khushu' in the salah.